Hey guys, Johnny here, and today we are playing some Starcraft 2 here, and we're actually in this custom game called Income Wars now. Pretty much, I'm just doing this because, I mean, if you want to watch, like, competitive footage of Starcraft 2, I'm not amazing at the game, so I enjoy to play these custom games and stuff, and this is something that I can be pretty solid at, so. Anyways, we'll see how we do here. I'll explain how the game kind of works a bit. As you can see in the top right, you have your income. So pretty much every 30 seconds, this is how many minerals I'm going to be getting. Now my minerals can be stashed right here. And then you have your gas. Now, these numbers that, like, I usually play these custom games, and the first time I ever play them, I have no idea what's happening, and I don't understand them at all, so, we'll go ahead and here and explain them. So, as you can see here, the SCV is kind of like the first base unit, and it costs 5 minerals and 1 gas per SCV. And then every SCV that you create, you will get plus 1 mineral income. So, pretty much, what that means is that you can only spawn 45 units with the gas, but, I mean, some other units, like these, will cost 2 gas, so you won't be able to spawn as many. So, if that makes sense. And then you can save up your minerals. But as you can see here, I have 16, right? Oh, wait, not anymore. But I had 16, and if I was paying more attention, then I would have went back to the SCV, and then I could have bought 3 SCVs for that. And pretty much the units spawn out of your building, and they get sent along here. Now, you're going to want to try and counter. As you can see, they're countering me with the roaches. So, you want to go with Marauders. One guy's already on the Marauders, but Marauders are a good choice against the Firebat, Roach, and then Marine. I think it's an okay choice.
We could use some help here.
If you need help in the game, hit F12 on your keyboard or click help, and then you can go through all the units and stuff. So if we went to Marines, weak against these things, but they're strong against Marauders, but that's no big deal. Yeah, like, you shouldn't be sending SCVs at this point in the game. But as you can see here, see how I have 8 minerals left? And since this is the start, you want to try and get as much income as possible. So I'll go back on SCV, and then I'll go back over here. Because you want to try and get every last bit of income out of there. So I'm stuck at 42. Then I can just go to, I think I'll just send a sentry. Give a nice little buff there. As you can see, they just kind of trailed behind. The game usually goes back and forth quite a lot, but at the beginning here, whoever gets that early bunker has a bit of an advantage, but the other team always seems to be able to catch up somehow. So we'll send a Marine just to get that income out. So they're sending Marauders. Now we have to counter the Marauders. We can counter them. Weak against Zealots, so I'll go ahead and just send Zealots. When, I have more units. Zealots, Hydras. We'll see what Hydras are bad against too. Against Zergling, Colossus. You know, I think I might send a Colossus here. See if we can push them out early. Colossus are very strong. I usually always send one early game here, just because of the fact that they're very strong. Goliath is another unit that's very strong. Early game. We'll just chill there for the time, actually. See now, if you watch these, do some sound. We'll end up with a lot of hits. Yeah, they get a lot. Especially against Hydras. The Hydras are glass cannons. They do so much damage, but they can drop so easily. We'll just stick on oh wait, he's sending Colossus. I'll just stick on Goliath. Yeah. And then, I mean, later on in the game, I'm not sure how long this one will last. Hopefully it lasts about a little ways. We don't want to go too long because sometimes it just gets a bit ridiculous. But you can get these units back here. And you can actually, you can spawn a lot of these stone zealots actually if you just kind of spawn, if you sit over here on this one later on in the game, you won't actually be able to send, okay, let me get a counter this quick, 1 second. You won't actually be able to send too many, you won't be able to send many, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so later on in the game, if I like sat on Archons are good because they do quite a bit amount of damage, and I mean, late game they're not as good. Well, I mean, any of the units over here they're not as good, but late game, if you stand on this one for like 2 rounds, then you'll have lots of extra minerals, and plus you get your income. And then you could stand on the Stone Zealot, and then you'll send a bunch of the Stone Zealots at the same time, and they'll do lots of damage. We gotta find a counter. So if we go Protoss unit, then we go to Stalker, we'll send some Immortals. Yeah, they're sending all ground. We'll send Immortals. Colossus. Look at these guys. Oh, why would you nuke? You have... That was not needed. I don't know why he nuked there. That was very pointless. That was very pointless. You didn't need nuke there. But as you can see here, you have these 2 skills, or 2 special abilities. You have your nuke, which you just saw right there. It goes like this, and it kills anything inside that range. And then you also have your shield. Now what the shield does is, as you can see, creates a shield which reduces incoming damage to friendly units by 90% last 10 seconds. So I mean, it's really good when you're backed up on your base, or if you're about to finish, you can toss that down and nuke the other team. So yeah, it goes a lot of ways.
The enemy closes.
What am I standing on here? Oh yes, I'm standing on the Immortals. We might actually, since these are all biological, right? So we'll actually send some Archons, because Archons are very good against that.
The enemy closes.
Yeah, the Archons will just rape them. See, but a good thing, if you see a person sending lots of Protoss units and stuff, a very good counter against that is a hybrid destroyer. I would say either that or the war pig, but in my opinion, I believe the hybrid destroyer is better because it just has a lot more damage. Yes, the attack speed on this one is shorter, but I believe that this one's faster. I mean, it's better, and it has a lot more skill. So you can see the Archon's going to work. They're sending lots of armored in air now, so these guys are biological. We'll actually send some Corruptors. Corruptors are, in my opinion, probably the best. But you have to look at the stuff here.
Where do our enemies?
You might actually want to send... Oh wait, I already just sent it. We might want to send the Vikings due to the fact that these guys are all armored, but let's get on the air. We'll go back to Archon. Going pretty well. So that helps it, but they also have an auto attack in this. Oh, see, the bad thing with the siege tanks is that they always see what they're doing. This could be time where they're shooting, but they can't see up there, you know. So if we had like one air vehicle, they'd be able to see up there. So here we go. Well, these Archons should just direct these guys because they're all biological. Hopefully, theoretically, we should say that. Send one of these guys. We'll keep on sending. Like, I mean, if they're not sending anything to counter you, keep on doing what you're doing. Because look at all these. They're sending war pigs, but they're biological, and they're just helping me pretty much. If I keep on sending Archons, then we're gonna keep on pushing. But we actually need to send some type of T-center.
Call the ball.
Just to kind of see up here. Because these siege tanks should just be wrecking. They can't see. Okay, so see, they're sending hybrid destroyers now. This will probably the last. That'll be our last wave of that. We'll send. We'll send on. I probably won't send those. These hybrid destroyers, I'm really a big fan again. They do like look at them go. They do lots of damage. 5%. They're very good. Immortals. So when they're sending Immortals, you kind of want to. We'll send a round of. Yeah, these things are really good too. The battle cruisers are pretty solid. We'll send a wave of them because, as you can see, our Immortals can only attack the ground. Excuse me.
I'm in deep. Who wants some?
Again, not too big of a fan of war pigs. Hopefully we'll be able to push back here a bit.
Well? Abandon ship. Abandon ship.
Okay, look here. So, see how I have all this money left over? I'll show you. So I'll get income. I'll get this much income here, and we'll send some items. These things are very good. And wait, we'll see what they have here quickly. Because they have air. They have a bit of air. That shouldn't matter. We're gonna send some. That'll come in. It'll send here. Like that's a good amount for what time we're in right now. So hopefully that sends a nice push. And then for the rest of the stuff, we'll just send some High Templar. Oh wait. I don't want to send the next thing. We'll send some. These guys are pretty good. Also. I don't see many people use them, but they're solid. They're a solid unit to send. And then you also have your heroes up here. So there's lots of good heroes and there's lots of bad ones, but I mean in the end they're all pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I said there's bad ones.
Jack Cowboy, what's up?
Some are better than others. Nova is a pretty good one. This guy, the Leviathan, there is pretty good, I'm pretty sure. The Mothership, whatever it is. What else? Carrions, they're all pretty good.
Let's show them what we got.
This should be almost GG. Get off the Colossus though. See, look at this. See how much minerals I have? Watch this. We'll stand on the Stone Zealot here for the next one. Just watch, just watch. We'll let this guy send his Stone Zealots. So he got 2, right? Now watch how many I'll get. Oh, 3. I thought I may have been able to get 4. A few minerals short. And the this guy here too has is very good. But we'll send he sent Brutalist, so we'll send some here. And as you can see, I have 1 more gas left over, and you can buy like very good ones for 1 gas. That's Jackson or whatever that I just sent. What are they sending here? Siege. So we want to stick with air. So we'll go just with the because this guy does lots of damage. It does damage mainly to biological, but like it does lots of damage. So it's AoE. Oh, it is AoE also.
What?
Diamondbacks are pretty good. It'd be a good choice in some cases.
Contact. Short call.
Damage. Where am I standing right now? Where am I standing? I'm still sending these guys. We'll stand on Hammer Security. Hammer Security are very good. They're good units. Or Spartan Company, sorry. Hammer Security.
Time for wasting.
Spartan Company is a good one.
Go on.
Spectres can also be good in some cases, but again, it's just all depending on what the unit is. They're sending all this biological crap. We may have to go with the Mass Archon. Yeah, we'll go with the Mass Archon here for the next one. I don't like to send these units this late in the game, but sometimes it may be worth. Or does this guy do? Yeah, we'll send these guys actually. Let's see how many we can get.
Your allies' base is
If we
besieged.
can't get any more, we'll just send some more regular Archons. These guys will be able to get a lot pretty easily. Except for Master Mortals. So as you can see here, he summoned one of his heroes. He got Nova. Because Nova is pretty solid. She does lots of damage. Let's send this guy here. But I have to wait for the next wave here. I've never actually sent this guy. I've only seen him. And then we'll wait to send a bunch of Stone Zealots for next round here. Let me see.
The enemy closes.
but he reduces lots of damage. And look at this right here. Five. We got 5 this time. That's solid. Yeah, look at these stone cells. This is a very, yeah, this guy's good. This is a very strong wave that we have right now. The only thing that can make it better is if I spend, like, a lot of just to make a bigger army, you know. So we'll just send some Archons. And you know what, I'll send another wave of... So they have lots of, You don't really want to send this many... Well, actually, we'll win this right now, actually. Check this out.
Nuclear launch detected.
Since I used it, yeah, GG. Anyways, other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully, maybe if you play this game, it gave you a few tips, and I mean, if we wouldn't have won that one there, I had a lot more minerals to send another stone, sell it, push. Alright, that, guys, see you later, and, yeah.